found me a better seat.
The difficulty with you is working out who I'm actually speaking to. One moment it is Sir Les. One moment I think it is actually you.
Well, it's mostly me, I hope. I hope it is. But I'm lucky in that I have a number of characters who can express things on my behalf without me getting into trouble. I've been talking to Alison, your wife.
Yes.
Oh, she's a beautiful woman, a lonely woman. Well, so she told me, did she? Anyway,
Really?
I like popping around there when you're doing a show, as a matter. You see, Les Patterson can be very politically incorrect, and it's a relief to express views which we privately hold but dare not publicly ventilate. Otherwise, we'd be history. We would be assassinated, our careers would be over. But I can just say, that's Les Patterson, it's disgraceful.
He should never have said that.
He should never have said it. He should be excommunicated.
You have never put yourself on the line, and you are a leader. Women would look to you for leadership, and men.
I know, I would. I think I'd be very successful in the political field, but looking at this gorgeous woman, I'm thinking to myself, because I'm a little bit psychic, darling, and I'm thinking, a first lady, yes, your first lady material, you'd be the first lady who didn't look like all the others, wouldn't you, really?
Did you ever think that Donald Trump would become president?
There was no way I thought that was possible. I thought it would be unthinkable. But you see, Dame Edna has an ability, a psychic grasp that I lack. And sometimes I can be on the stage like a ghost, and there is Edna talking away to the audience, and suddenly she says something and brings the house down, and I think, I wish I'd thought of that.
Cousins! And this is the future Prime Minister talking!
I believe it would be win-win.
Did you think Boris Johnson would ever be the Prime Minister of Great
No, not
Britain?
at all. And he lives in Downing Street, and he's never used a comb, apparently. I have very little interest in politics.
But your characters are steaming with it.
They are. That's all they think about. And they have insights which would have benefited the nation if they'd taken more notice of them.
3/4 of a year ago, you were already in despair, fearing you would never go on stage again, no more applause, no more selfies at the stage door. By now you must be completely bonkers.
Well, I am. Luckily, John, I've always been a little crazy. But a year without standing on a stage is too much. It's turned me round the corner. I have dreams about doing a show. I have a regular nightmare, and that is that I'm in some part of town, but I'm in a very dangerous part of the town. Someone says to me, haven't you got a show? God, yes, I have to be at the theatre. And then I can't get a taxi. And then when I do get to the theatre, it's being demolished. Well, you don't need Dr. Freud to tell you what that dream is about.
It is said you've become 87.
87.
That's a good innings.
Well, it is a good innings. And I don't know what I attribute it to, but I don't do exercise. And I think that's the answer.
But it's interesting, you went through a phase of thinking, God, it's all up, it's all over. And now you seem to be actually looking forward to getting back in there again.
Well, we're talking, John, in the Hampstead Theatre Club, which is a beautiful theatre. It's close to where I live, and I'm going to do a show here in the autumn.
Do they know?
No. They don't know that yet.
Well, they do now.
But they do now. By the way, before I forget, I have a present for you, John. It's a serious present. You can feel it.
That is pretty good, isn't it?
How about that?
Well, that will certainly make an appearance, without any question.
I actually borrowed this from a friend of mine, Sir Les Patterson, the Australian diplomat.
There he is.
And it's the cleanest tie he's ever worn. But it just gives it a little resonance, doesn't it, don't you think?
It certainly does, yes.